She is at home. She is at home. We meet at the station. We meet at the station. He is at a work. He is at a work. They are at the cinema. They are at the cinema. The meeting is at 10 p.m. The meeting is at 10 p.m. She stands at the window. She stands at the window. He waits at the door. He waits at the door. We are at the table. We are at the table. The teacher is at the board. The teacher is at the board. She smiles at him. She smiles at him. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. She sits on the chair. She sits on the chair. The cat sleeps on the bed. The cat sleeps on the bed. He writes on the paper. He writes on the paper. The vase is on the shelf. The vase is on the shelf. The kids play on the floor. The kids play on the floor. He stands on the stage. He stands on the stage. The dog is in the garden. The dog is in the garden. She lives in London. She lives in London. We are in the car. We are in the car. He works in a bank. He works in a bank. The apples are in the basket. The apples are in the basket. She sits in the chair. She sits in the chair. The book is in my bag. The book is in my bag. They swim in the lake. They swim in the lake. He is in trouble. He is in trouble. The key is in the door. The key is in the door. She sits next to me. She sits next to me. The lamp is next to sofa. The lamp is next to sofa. The school is next to the library. The school is next to the library. He parks next to the blue car. He parks next to the blue car. The dog lies next to the fireplace. The dog lies next to the fireplace. She stands next to her mother. She stands next to her mother. The restaurant is next to the bank. The restaurant is next to the bank. He puts his bag next to the door. He puts his bag next to the door. The pen is next to the notebook. The pen is next To the notebook. They walk next. To each other. They walk next. To each other. She goes with her friends. She goes with her friends. He writes with a pen. He writes with a pen. They come with us. They come with us. She cooks with olive oil. She cooks with olive oil. He plays with the children. He plays with the children. I agree with you. I agree with you. She talks with her teacher. She talks with her teacher. He travels with his family. He travels with his family. She cuts the bread with a knife. She cuts the bread with a knife. They sing with joy. They sing with joy. He goes out without a coat. He goes out without a coat. She works without a break. She works without a break. They leave without saying goodbye. They leave without saying goodbye. Coffee without sugar taste bitter. Coffee without sugar taste bitter. He read without glasses. He read without glasses. He eats meat without salt. He eats meat without salt. They walk without shoes. They walk without shoes. She sings without fear. She sings without fear. She brushes her teeth before bed. She brushes her teeth before bed. He arrives before me. He arrives before me. They eat before the meeting. They eat before the meeting. The train leaves before the noon. The train leaves before the noon. She meditates before breakfast. She meditates before breakfast. The sun rises before 6. The sun rises before 6. She eats breakfast before work. She eats breakfast before work. He washes his hands before meals. He washes his hands before meals. We rest before the game. We rest before the game. She drinks water before exercise. She drinks water before exercise. I call mom before dinner. I call mom before dinner. She goes home after work. She goes home after work. He eats dinner after sunset. He eats dinner after sunset. They relax after the game. They relax after the game. She showers after running. She showers after running. He sleeps after lunch. He sleeps. After lunch. She reads. After dinner. She reads. After dinner.